Over the past 3 months, I've done something absolutely insane. I analyzed property data from 500 UK postcodes, transaction volumes, price movements, rental yields, infrastructure projects, employment growth, everything. And what I discovered shocked me. While everyone's talking about a property crash, while headlines scream doom and gloom, there are 7 areas in the UK that are quietly positioning themselves as absolute gold mines for 2026 and beyond. And here's the kicker. Most investors have no idea these opportunities even exist. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where smart money should be moving, and more importantly, why. But I need to warn you, what I am about to share goes against everything the mainstream media is telling you right now, so buckle up because we're about to dive deep. Before we reveal these 7 gold mine locations, you need to understand how I found them. Because this isn't guesswork. This is data-driven analysis. I started with 500 postcodes across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. For each one, I examined 12 critical metrics. Number 1, 5-year price growth trends. Not just the headline numbers, but the consistency and sustainability of that growth. Number 2, current average property prices compared to regional and national averages, looking for value opportunities. Number 3, rental yields, both current and projected, because cash flow matters. Number 4, infrastructure investment, and I'm talking about billions of pounds being poured into transport, healthcare, and education. Number 5, employment data and job creation rates, because people move where the work is. Number 6, population growth projections through 2030. Number 7, local authority planning permissions, new developments signal confidence. Number 8, connectivity scores. How well connected is this area to major economic hubs? Number 9, education ratings. Families pay premiums for good schools. Number 10, crime statistics and trends. Safety drives demand. Number 11, regeneration projects and cultural investment. And number 12, affordability ratios compared to local incomes. I weighted each factor, ran the numbers, and the results were clear. 7 locations stood head and shoulders above the rest. And what's fascinating is that most of these aren't the places you'd expect. Now, before we dive into the list, smash that subscribe button because we're going to track these predictions throughout 2026, and you'll want to see if I'm right. Let me set the scene for you. Right now, the UK property market is in a strange place. Interest rates have been hovering at levels we haven't seen in over a decade. Mortgage affordability is stretched. Consumer confidence is shaky. And yes, in many overheated markets, particularly in London and the Southeast, we're seeing corrections. But here's what the headlines miss. The UK property market isn't one market. It's hundreds of micro-markets, each with their own dynamics, their own opportunities, and their own risks. While some areas are stagnating or declining, others are experiencing genuine, sustainable growth driven by fundamentals, not speculation. The Bank of England's data shows something interesting. First-time buyer activity is actually increasing in specific regions, particularly in the North and Midlands. Why? Because affordability is dramatically better, and there's a massive demographic shift happening. Remote work has permanently changed the equation. People no longer need to live within commuting distance of London or Manchester city centres. They're prioritizing space, quality of life, and value for money. And that's created opportunities that simply didn't exist 5 years ago. So with that context, let's reveal the 7 gold mines. Number 7, Sunderland, Northeast England. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sunderland? Really? But hear me out, because the data tells a compelling story. Sunderland's average property price sits around $165,000. That's 58% below the national average. But price alone doesn't make it a gold mine. What does is this. The city has secured over $450 million in regeneration funding. The Riverside Sunderland project is transforming the city centre with new residential, retail, and cultural spaces. The International Advanced Manufacturing Park is attracting high-tech employers. Nissan's plant remains a major economic anchor, and they're investing heavily in electric vehicle production. Here's the kicker. Rental yields in Sunderland average 6.2%, nearly double what you'd get in many southern cities. Student demand is strong with the University of Sunderland, and the city's metro system connects you to Newcastle in 25 minutes. Price growth has been modest but steady, around 3.8% annually over the past 3 years. That's sustainable, healthy growth, not a bubble. The risk? Economic dependency on manufacturing. But with diversification efforts underway and transport links improving, Sunderland represents exceptional value for patient investors looking for yield and modest capital appreciation. Target buyer. Buy-to-let investors. First-time buyers seeking affordability. Number 6, Dundee, Scotland. Dundee is Scotland's 4th largest city, and it's in the middle of a remarkable transformation. Average property prices hover around $175,000, affordable by UK standards. But the opportunity here isn't just about price, it's about momentum. Dundee's waterfront regeneration is one of the most ambitious in the UK, $1 billion invested over 30 years. The V&A Museum has put Dundee on the cultural map. The city is becoming Scotland's gaming and tech hub, with companies like Rockstar Games having roots here. 2 universities, Dundee and Abertay, pump 20,000 students into the rental market annually. Rental yields average 5.8%, and void periods are low. Transport connectivity is improving. You're 90 minutes from Edinburgh by road, and there's direct train service to London. The city airport offers flights to London City. What really caught my attention, Dundee's population is growing for the first time in decades. Young professionals are being attracted by tech jobs and relative affordability. The median age is dropping, always a positive sign for property demand. Employment growth in the tech sector is running at 4.5% annually. New housing developments are selling quickly, particularly in the waterfront areas. Target buyer, young professionals, tech workers, landlords targeting student and professional markets. Number 5, Stoke-on-Trent, West Midlands. Stoke-on-Trent is the definition of an undervalued market with genuine catalysts for growth. Average property price, just $180,000. You can still buy a decent 3-bedroom house for under $200,000 in good areas. But the value proposition goes far beyond cheap property. Stoke is positioned perfectly between Manchester and Birmingham, both within an hour's drive. The HS2 connection at Crewe, just 20 minutes away, will slash journey times to London to 55 minutes when operational. That's transformational. Keele University and Staffordshire University provide steady rental demand. Rental yields hit 6% easily, sometimes exceeding 7% in areas close to the universities. The city has secured $56 million from the Levelling Up Fund for town centre regeneration. Bet365, one of the world's largest online gambling companies, is headquartered here, employing over 5,000 people and expanding. Manufacturing remains important. Ceramics heritage is giving way to advanced manufacturing and distribution. Amazon, Michelin, and JCB all have significant operations nearby. Here's what sealed Stoke's position on this list. Property price growth has been accelerating 4.9% in the past year, outpacing many southern markets. First-time buyer activity is surging. The risk? Stoke still suffers from perception issues. Some areas have significant deprivation. Due diligence on specific neighborhoods is essential. Target buyer, value investors, commuters to Manchester, Birmingham, landlords seeking high yields. Number 4, Doncaster, South Yorkshire. Doncaster is a market that's been flying under the radar, but it won't be for much longer. At $215,000 average property price, it offers exceptional value given its connectivity. And connectivity is Doncaster's superpower. Doncaster is on the East Coast Main Line, direct trains to London King's Cross in under 90 minutes. Leeds is 25 minutes away, Sheffield 20 minutes. The M18 and A1M provide excellent road links. And crucially, Doncaster Sheffield Airport, though facing challenges, provides international connectivity. The iPort logistics hub is massive, one of Europe's largest inland ports. It's creating thousands of jobs in logistics, distribution, and advanced manufacturing. Amazon, IKEA, and Lidl all have major facilities here. The town center is undergoing major regeneration. The Urban Center Master Plan is a $100 million project creating new retail, leisure, and residential space. Education is strong for a northern town. Several highly rated secondary schools attract families. The University Technical College focuses on engineering and advanced manufacturing. What caught my attention in the data? Doncaster's price growth has been remarkably consistent, averaging 4.8% annually over 5 years. No wild swings, no crashes, just steady appreciation. Rental yields sit comfortably at 5.4%, and the tenant pool is diverse: young professionals, logistics workers, and families. The X factor? Doncaster is genuinely benefiting from people priced out of Leeds and Sheffield. It's become a viable alternative with better value. Target buyer? Commuters, investors seeking capital growth and yield, families seeking space and schools. Number 3, Preston, Lancashire. Preston is a market that's hitting a sweet spot: affordable, connected, and growing. Average property prices sit around $195,000, but you're getting exceptional value for that money compared to neighboring markets like Manchester. Preston's railway station is on the West Coast Main Line. Direct services to London Euston in just over 2 hours. Glasgow is 90 minutes north, Manchester 40 minutes south. The M6 runs right past the city. Connectivity is top tier. The University of Central Lancashire has over 25,000 students. That's massive rental demand right there. Yields for student properties easily hit 6-7%. But Preston isn't just a student city. It's a regional commercial center with major employers in aerospace, nuclear, and digital sectors. BAE Systems and Westinghouse both have significant presences nearby. The city center's $200 million regeneration is underway. New cinema, restaurants, public spaces, and crucially, new residential developments that are selling quickly. Here's what makes Preston special. It's attracting Manchester workers who are done with Manchester prices. You're getting Northern Quarter lifestyle at a fraction of the cost with a 40-minute commute. Price growth has been strong, 5.3% in the past year, but the market isn't overheated. Transaction volumes are healthy, suggesting genuine demand, not speculation. The risk? Preston's fortunes are partly tied to Manchester's economic health. But given Manchester's strength, that's not a major concern. Target buyer: Manchester commuters, young professionals, student landlords, families seeking value. Number 2, Coventry. West Midlands. Coventry was a European city of culture in 2021, and that cultural investment is translating into economic momentum. Average property price is $255,000, notably higher than the other locations we've discussed, but still representing value given what you're getting. Coventry is phenomenally well connected. It's right in the heart of England. Birmingham is 20 minutes by train, London just over an hour. The M6, M69, and M40 all converge here. You're equidistant from everywhere that matters. 2 universities, Coventry University and the University of Warwick, technically in Coventry, bring over 50,000 students. That's a huge rental market, and yields for HMOs, houses in multiple occupation, can exceed 8%. But here's why Coventry ranks second. It's not just a student city, it's a genuine economic powerhouse. Jaguar Land Rover's headquarters is here. The city is positioning itself as a hub for automotive innovation, particularly electric and autonomous vehicles. The UK Battery Industrialization Centre is based in Coventry. This is cutting-edge stuff attracting high-paying jobs. City centre regeneration continues. The Friargate development is bringing Grade A office space, hotels, and residential units. The Cathedral Quarter has been transformed. Transport is improving further. The HS2 interchange at Birmingham will make London even more accessible. Price growth? A robust 6.1% in the past year. First-time buyer activity is strong, but so is investor activity. The market has depth. The only reason Coventry isn't number 1 is price. It's already appreciated significantly. But for those who can stretch the budget, the fundamentals are exceptional. Target buyer: professionals, commuters to Birmingham, London, student landlords, families seeking connectivity and opportunity. Number 1, Hull, East Yorkshire. And the top gold mine for 2026 is Kingston upon Hull. Now, I know Hull has struggled with perception, but the data is absolutely clear. This is the best value to opportunity ratio in the entire UK right now. Average property price, but here's why Hull is number 1. It's not just cheap, it's a city with genuine transformational catalysts. Hull was UK City of Culture in 2017, and the cultural legacy investment continues. The city has secured over $200 million in regeneration funding. The Fruit Market District has been completely transformed. It's now a vibrant creative quarter with galleries, restaurants, and new residential developments. Transport connectivity is improving dramatically. Direct trains to London King's Cross in under 3 hours, with journey times set to improve. The M62 connects Hull directly to Leeds and Manchester. The Siemens wind turbine factory is a major employer. Hull is positioning itself as Britain's renewable energy capital. Greenport Hull is attracting huge investment in offshore wind infrastructure. These are high-quality, sustainable jobs. The University of Hull provides student rental demand, but Hull's rental market is diverse. Yields? Exceptional. We're talking 17.8% in many areas, sometimes exceeding 9% for HMOs. Here's what sealed Hull's position as number 1. Price growth has been accelerating rapidly, 6.7% in the past year, one of the highest in the entire country. Transaction volumes are surging. First-time buyers and investors are flooding in. The housing market has genuine depth. There's demand across price points, from students to families to professionals. Hull's economy is still transitioning. Some areas remain deprived. Weather-wise, it's not the sunniest place, but economically, the trajectory is clear. What's happening in Hull is what happened in Liverpool 15 years ago, in Manchester 20 years ago, a formerly overlooked northern city hitting an inflection point. Smart investors who bought in Liverpool in 2010 saw their properties double or triple in value. I believe Hull is at a similar point now. The combination of rock-bottom prices, improving fundamentals, major investment, and accelerating price growth makes Hull the number 1 property gold mine in the UK for 2026. Target buyer: literally everyone. First-time buyers, investors, families, landlords. Hull offers something for every strategy. Before we wrap up, 3 areas that just missed the top 7 deserve mention. Middlesbrough, incredible value at $149,000 average price, but economic challenges held it back. One to watch for 2027. Nottingham, strong fundamentals, but already well discovered by investors. Less upside than R7. Swansea, beautiful location, improving connectivity, but price growth has been modest. Patient investors might find opportunity here. These markets have potential, but they didn't have the complete package that our top 7 demonstrated. So how do you actually capitalize on these opportunities? First, do your own due diligence. These are cities, not individual postcodes. Within each city, there are great areas and areas to avoid. Research specific neighborhoods, crime stats, school catchments, and transport links. Second, understand your strategy. Are you buying to live, to let, for capital growth or yield? Each of these 7 gold mines suits different strategies. Third, visit in person. Data is great, but walking the streets, talking to locals, seeing the regeneration firsthand, that's irreplaceable. Fourth, factor in all costs. Stamp duty, particularly important if you're a second home buyer or investor, renovation costs, ongoing maintenance. Cheaper property often means older housing stock. Fifth, consider timing. We're still in a relatively high interest rate environment. If you're taking a mortgage, stress test your affordability against potential rate increases. Sixth, think long term. These aren't get-rich-quick flips. These are 5 to 10-year holds where the fundamentals compound into serious returns. Seventh, diversification. If you're building a portfolio, these northern markets offer exceptional yields that can cross subsidized growth plays elsewhere. One final thought. The best time to invest is when the opportunity is clear to those paying attention, but not yet obvious to the masses. I believe that's exactly where these 7 markets are right now. So there you have it. 500 postcodes analyzed and 7 genuine gold mines identified for 2026. To recap, number 7, Sunderland. Affordability,